What's up, world? I'm a determined black man, John Jay, and as usual, I'm determined to reach at least one someone that's listening to the sounds of my voice, if not each and every one of you all. Hey, look, I just want to take a little brief moment, just a small little brief moment, to discuss some things with you all that's going on. Body parts everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you think you got it rough here, you know, it's like probably 100 times over there. Anyway, a lot of us feel good and safe in our homes here in America because we never have imagined how terrorism could, actually hit us here in this land. But if you remember correctly, I think it was in 2000, September 11th, when it only took about 12 terrorists to take those domestic planes and fly them into the Empire State Building, the Pentagon, and I think there was one said to be headed towards Washington D.C. to the Capitol. So and those planes went under siege. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it was nothing that could be done because I'm not sure if the government just wasn't aware of what was going on, or it happened so fast that it was nothing. It wasn't time to react. So, like I said, it was only 12 of those guys. But now then, I'm not sure if our government is just trying to keep it from us because they don't want to create any type of pandemonium, or is there some things that's going on that, could cause us bodily harm. But for some reason, y'all excuse me, man, I'm having audio trouble. My mic goes out. Anyway, we're going to keep it rolling. But for some odd reason, I'm not hearing it like I would hear a lot of this other bull crap, throughout the media. Like, they're not really broadcasting the fact that we've had riots here in America. We done had large scale riots in New York City, Washington D.C. That's the capital, y'all. They rioting. They letting their presence be felt. The Palestinians, the Jews, everybody is upset. There's what's going on overseas, over there in Israel and Jerusalem and Gaza and Gaza Strip. It's a horrific scene, man. Like, people losing their lives. But now that we have those horrific events that's taking place in the Gaza Strip and over there in Israel, overseas, a lot of those people, their relatives and people of those same cultures and communities, they are here in the States, whether it's legally or unlawfully, you know what I'm saying? But they here, and so they expressing their feelings, and that's why we having these riots popping up in New York City. You know what I'm saying? They shut off the whole Queens Bridge. In DC, where else? Major cities, man. We just had one in New Orleans, right there in New Orleans. I'm right here in Mississippi. That ain't far from here. That's less than 2 hours.
This demonstration near Tulane University in New Orleans turning violent after a masked pro-Palestinian protester tries to burn.
Before we get started, it's important for people to know why we are here today. In the past 14 days, we've seen through Israeli airstrikes, through Israeli attacks on the people of Gaza, we have seen 1,600 children murdered. We have seen masajid bombed. We have seen one of the oldest churches in the world bombed. We have seen over 4,000 people murdered by the Israeli government with the support of Joe Biden and his administration. We are here to say no more. No more. And we are here to call for a ceasefire. To begin, I will be handing off the mic to the Executive Director of American Muslims for Palestine, Dr. Osama Abu Rashid. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Peace be upon Gaza. Peace be upon the people of Gaza. Peace be upon Palestine. And peace be upon all of the oppressed people, including those who are in America here. My brothers and sisters, make your voices heard. Let this blind and deaf president, by choice, yes, he's blind and deaf by choice. Let him hear your voices. Let him see you. Let your voices be heard throughout Washington, D.C. Gaza will never be annihilated. Palestine will never be erased. The Palestinian Islam will never break. And they would never intimidate us. They would never silence us. Violence against us. This administration can unleash the FBI on us, but they will not scare us. They will not silence us. We will not give up, and we will not surrender our First Amendment. We have to say to this president, to the hypocrisy that we see, to the complicity that they are engaged in, to the genocide that they are bankrolling, not in our names. My brothers and sisters,
it's a time for us to be concerned, especially when you don't see the media or hear the media broadcasting this just like they would do all the other distractions. So that to me is alarming, because that's their job. And when they're not really reporting it, what I'm saying, they focus more on this upcoming election and things like that, and these mass shootings, even though those things are important. But I think it's more important for us to be prepared for a possible terrorist attack, and they can come in many different forms and fashions. It could be through bombing, missiles, nuclear warheads. We don't know. We don't know how many of those people are already here that have those radical ideas. You know what I'm saying? They could be right up on our nose, because if you think about it, just think about how many foreigners that you really don't know their descent. You don't really know what their culture is or where they really come from. You know what I'm saying? How many of them own stores and gas stations, and they right in your local neighborhoods. So don't feel too comfortable just because you're thinking that that fight is going on somewhere thousands of miles away. Because honestly, like I say, if they can gather in a matter of weeks, they orchestrate all these riots that's taking place. New York, DC, New Orleans, where else? It was somewhere else. Oh, Chicago, like in the major cities where they got riot police. You know what I'm saying? Tactical teams. They can't do nothing with them. And the thing about it is, you might be fighting a blind war because, these people ain't just fighting with guns. And what about in the case of what is it called, a EPA or whatever, when they attack all our electric posts and you no longer have the capability to use your phone or computers or any of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we on the cusp of that. There's so much going on, y'all. I just want my people to be aware. Y'all go out and buy as much water, because that's the thing. Like, if they attack us, they can attack our water supply. They can attack our food. It's already, to me, seems like there's some type of underlying conspiracy going on, like, against our food. Where they trying to stop the growth of food in certain places. I'm hearing about them stopping farmers from farming. You know what I'm saying? And I know that big money has purchased a lot of land, farmland, all across the U.S. So it's already evident to me that there's a food shortage that's being orchestrated, if I must say. You know what I'm saying? And so I already warned you all that we need to be preparing ourselves to provide our own foods. Man, go out and buy you some fishing tackle if you got to. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, if they contaminate our water supply, and if they could put something in the air that mist down into our ponds and lakes and rivers, then the food that those bodies of water provide won't be any good anyway. But let's just say in any other case, then we have to provide for ourselves. We need to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? So, don't wait till something happens. Like, not only 9/11, but let's just think about it at the beginning of the pandemic, like how people run around going crazy about tissue and paper towel and sanitizing, alcohol, and wipes and things like that. They're bleach. Simple things became rare and hard to obtain. So if they drop bombs or nukes, like, how fast do you think that we'll be able to respond? Like, I honestly feel like that's why we were given that emergency alert just not too long ago. I feel like that was to give it a test because of, like I said, a lot of these three-letter agencies, they already have some type of clue. They research this stuff. They on top of this stuff every day. They know the possibilities and the chances of a terrorist attack long before a lot of this stuff happens. They catching guys. They don't even talk about a lot of stuff in the news. They catch people. They have plans and diagrams on how they're gonna pull off some of these plots, and how to create bombs and all type of stuff. But you don't hear it in the mass media. You got to research. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm here for you all. That's why I'm here for my people. I'm here for all of my people. I'm here for everybody. I'm here for the human race. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just black first because we are the less informed. Like, and we fall for the most distractions. We go for every little distraction out there. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be trending topics, trending clothing, you know what I'm saying? Drama, the love and hip hops. We just ate up with bullshit, y'all. Just to be quite frank and honest. But, I love my people. You know what I'm saying? I love my culture. I just hope that we can quickly start to get it. Like, because we're running out of time, y'all. We don't really know what's up ahead. But I'm just telling you from what's in my head and from the things that I've researched and I'm starting to find. We living in the last days. We living in some perilous time. But when I say last day, I don't mean it's going to be the day of tomorrow. And that's not to say that, you know what I'm saying, we won't have to go through some other suffering before that day comes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody looking for the clouds to part and that golden chariot. But it's a lot of things that could take place there before. You know what I'm saying? That might be 50 years from now. But the day is getting closer and nearer. And it's obvious because of the thing that's going on you see around us. Like, it's evident. The hate is real. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no peace in Jerusalem. Ain't no peace in Israel. It ain't. And it ain't seem to be no time soon. So, you got rivers that's drying up. Like I say, it's flooding in places that it never flooded before. It's places where it don't even hardly rain. And I'm from the South, like I'm used to rain. But this summer, I ain't gonna lie to you, I can count the amount of rain, the days that it rained on one hand. And the days that it didn't even give us a good rain. It just, may have sprinkled. And so a lot of water, a lot of bodies of water are dried up. You know what I'm saying? Even the Mississippi, like it's some spots in the Mississippi you could damn near walk across from one side to the other. So, but a lot of us ain't paying no attention. Like I'm seeing a lot of us just sharing parties and shit to go to. You know what I'm saying? Sharing clothing ideas and, and I ain't knocking that because life goes on. But at some point, we got to realize that ain't nobody going to save us when the time comes. But then y'all be running around here looking crazy. Think about your babies. If you don't think about your own life, just think about your babies, man. What they gonna go through and how they gonna suffer. Like I lived through Katrina. I seen that. I saw people sleeping under bridges. I saw people building fires and stuff like that just to cook and to stay warm at night. I lived through that. Yeah, I remember people stealing generators and breaking in stores and looting. You know what I'm saying? Some of it was uncalled for. A lot of them was stealing TVs and shit. They didn't even have a house or nowhere to take the TV. But some of them would just get them so they can sell them so they can put some money in their pocket. Because you got to think, like I said, if you wait till the last minute, how many resources will you be able to pack up and take with you if you have to hit the road immediately? Not much. You know what I'm saying? Not much. Basically what you got on. So a lot of people got displaced and didn't have nothing, man. Not even a token. The banks were shut down. You couldn't get no money. If you ain't already have it in your possession, you already have it. Then, hey. And so that's why I urge people. I urge us, go buy silver. Buy gold, buy tangible items that hold intrinsic value. Because there's coming a time where our money may not amount to shit. Like you might be able to wipe your ass with it, and it'd be more valuable than shit on it. I'm just being honest, y'all. Like this is the days we living in. Like this is the fall of the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the beginning. We nearing the end. It's been setting itself up for catastrophe for a long time. Like the United States, what, 30-something trillion in debt, but it's only worth like 5 trillion. You do the math, man. We upside down by far. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's my duty, along with my passion for my people, to keep you informed, to keep you in the know. As long as I know, I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna share it. It might not get as many views and likes as a lot of other videos do, because I don't try to clickbait people. I don't try to add a lot of sauce and juice to it. I just tell you straight up. You know what I'm saying? I tell you straight up. Like, we living in times where, you know what I'm saying, like mothers and fathers are encouraging their kids to go out here and do things that's gonna put them in a predicament that can actually cost them their lives. Like, a lot of y'all still playing. Y'all got your own children out here thinking it's cool to be acting like a damn fool, to be running around, you know, gang members, you know what I'm saying, ain't doing nothing for the community other than destroying it, selling drugs back to your own people, killing your own people through violence. You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all actually encouraging y'all kids to do something productive or something that can help build our community back up? Like, I can't believe it's so many people come from these places that go out and make all this money, but don't nobody never come back and create a community center. Like, hit the like button if you like what I'm saying and you believe in what I'm saying. And feel free to go to my website, www.adbmstateofmind.com. That's the adbmstateofmind.com, the abbreviation for a determined black man, stateofmind.com. And show some love to the website, and feel free to make a donation. Look, y'all, I'm trying to put something together for my people. I'm trying to build a community center in my community. I want to start with that. And if I could set a perfect example, I feel like maybe as long as I put it out there, then somebody else will catch it and maybe they'll catch on. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know if this shit we might have to go through this for the next 30, 40, 50 years. But it's some trying times up ahead. And the best thing I can do is provide my people with the information that we need to succeed. Provide them with the information that we need to survive. Like, it's real life survival time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always encourage y'all to grow your own foods, your fresh vegetables, your herbs. You know what I'm saying? Catch fresh water whenever it rains. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta be able to supply your flowers and plants with water in case your water supply get cut. You know, they gotta continue to grow. So I want y'all to just keep all that stuff in mind. I love you all. I'm a determined black man. Look, I'm not begging you all for anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm just asking that you all would do anything you can to help the cause, you know what I'm saying? Even if you do it yourself, you know what I'm saying? I ain't just asking you all to throw money at me, but I mean, it's costly out here, y'all. And the things that I'm trying to do and the things that I'm actually doing, like, I actually get out here in the community. I give away water. I give away fruits, and I give away even meat. I go and buy meat, and, you know, I give it to the less fortunate, and I try to encourage my people, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in just handing stuff out. Like, I use it as a method of introduction, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could use that as a way to get close to people and introduce them to other things that can help them better their lives. Also, check out the website and check out my blogs, because there's a lot of useful information in those blogs that can help you sustain, like, even through a pandemic and through you know what I'm saying, all types of crises. Like, I provide information so that, you know, you'll be informed. If it's nothing else out there that you can research or look up, go to the website, and it's going to give you some information that ordinarily you wouldn't just go find. Like, I take deep dives and try to give you all the necessary information that we need to survive and to grow as a people. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to think of this might be the last day that I live, but I want to be prepared just in case, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to leave a legacy behind for my children and my children's children. And I hope that they can pick up the torch and they'll carry out, you know, some of their father's wishes. And that is to see my people in a better position, doing better, living better. You know what I'm saying? Actually having things of substantial value. Not just one truck, own the trucking company. Like, why don't we have any of these trucking companies like J.B. Hunt and, you know, all those guys? Well, we know why. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the capital, and they're afraid to give it to us. They don't loan us or lend us this type of money that they do other cultures, other people. You know what I'm saying? So we really have to get it out the mud. But it's time for us to take back what's rightfully ours. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not just wrapped up into this capitalistic society, but I know it takes money to make it. You know what I'm saying? You must know it take money to make it. And so, and I ain't just caught up in American dollars either. Like I say, the dollar's getting weaker and weaker every day, day by day. So we got to come up with other ways, you know what I'm saying, to provide for ourselves. And I ain't saying everybody gonna ever be rich, but I'm saying like we need to be comfortable. We need to find ways to make ourselves comfortable in our own community, provide for ourselves. Like y'all go out and support a black business today. Don't wait. Go out and support a black business today. Even if you got to just buy something online from a black business, go out and support a black business today because they need it. We need it, y'all. Like nobody feels sorry. Nobody cares about us. And it's obvious. All types of money, trillions of dollars go out to aiding other groups of people that don't even contribute to our society. Our tax dollars go out to helping other people, but collectively they can't do anything to help black people besides welfare, you know, and those type of things really don't help. You know what I'm saying? Because they create, you know, it puts us in like I said before, it gives us that victim mentality where we feel like we got to accept handouts or we need people to feel sorry for us. No, we just need systems in place so that we can be able to create our own way. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to be an entrepreneur, but that should be a desire in your heart. That should be a goal, like to own your own. You know, and why do we feel, even some of us with all these high accolades and degrees, ain't it crazy that you go and get all these degrees and you feel so proud to go to these white institutions and get their paper and have to get, you know, and it's crazy because I just read something the other day where they was saying like a lot of the diplomas don't even count no more, like degrees and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all getting these degrees that don't even matter, you know what I'm saying? It ain't a lot of job, security. They're like y'all getting degrees in areas that are not deemed necessary or have a high demand. And so you basically wasting a lot of time and lots of money. Because you talking about for some of these degrees, people going out here paying over $250,000 for some of these universities. So all you doing is increasing the wealth of these universities that are already strapped, already loaded. Like that's first and foremost. And that's why, once again, I get so upset every time I think about what Dion did. Because you abstracted that wealth once again, and took it back over to the other side. You know, and you talk down on your side or our side. You know what I'm saying? When basically you just a pawn now. You just a pawn. When you had an opportunity, you could have been the king, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I was cheering for you. Like I had a lot of people. I'm an Alkanite, so I had a lot of people hating on me when I was like, man, pro Dion, because it wasn't about Jackson State. It was bigger than that. See, I think bigger than just what's ordinary or what's in front of you. I think past that. And that's the way we all gotta be, because the forces that's against us, they plan and plot 25 to 2,500 years ahead. Believe that. And that's why it's never gonna be a day, unless there's a miracle from God, that black people can ever say that they match white people in capital, because they too far ahead. But I just want to be given the same equality. I want to be given the same opportunities from this day forward. You know what I'm saying? To be able to obtain and to be able to gain and be prosperous. Anyway, y'all, look, my time is short. I love you all. Once again, hit the like button if you like what I'm saying. Subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already done so. Check out the website, ADBM State of Mind. ADBM State of Mind. Make sure you go on there and click the button that says for keys to your freedom. It'll take you to my author's page on Amazon. Check out some of my literature. Check out some of my books, my guides. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially for the youth. You know, I got one called Empowering the Next Generation. You know, it's about youth mentorship. And like, it's giving us instructions on how to mentor our youth, because like that's major. Like, don't y'all realize that's who gonna take over after we can't do nothing else? They the next up. And if they ain't got it here, then what's gonna happen to us? You know what I'm saying? When the day comes, we can't do for ourselves no more. You know what I'm saying? So we are a part of the problem as to why we have such a weak generation, because we didn't build them up. We actually broke them down and made them weaker by thinking that if we provide everything for them, you know, monetarily and materialistic stuff, then we thought that was gonna help get them ahead, but we wasn't teaching them fundamentals. So let's get back to the fundamentals. Like I posted the other day, the first person to teach our children is their mothers. So mothers got to get back to loving your children, not just sticking a tablet or a phone in their face, or thinking just because you buy all the candy they want or toys they want that there's love. No, we got to get back to bonding. You know what I'm saying? Reading bedtime stories, that type of stuff. to create that love, man, because the love is what's been depleted, and that's why it's much needed. That's why it's so much hate, because a lot of these kids starting off on the wrong side. They starting off on the wrong foot. They don't feel love, so they don't give love, and in return, what they give is a lot of hate and a lot of hurt, because they numb and they disappointed and they mad. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to raising our children correctly, man. Like, it really does take a village. Like, stop cussing motherfuckers out because they stopped your little badass child from doing something that could have hurt them or hurt the child. You know what I'm saying? But y'all quick to get angry. Y'all quick to get angry and blame people for the stuff that you failed to do. Raising your child correctly. Like, I know it's hard out here and a lot of y'all struggling. A lot of us struggling, you know what I'm saying? You might have to work 2 and 3 jobs just to be able to keep the lights on. And the guy ran out and left you alone. And now you're raising them kids all on your own. You know what I'm saying? And I don't encourage black women not to be strong black women, but I encourage you to build yourself up for that man that's supposed to be in your life and come along and make you his wife. Y'all stop trying to build a man and create these fake facades that y'all got in y'all head of a man that you want, because it shouldn't even be about the looks. Make sure that he love his mother. Make sure that he's a good lover. Make sure, I ain't talking about just in the bed. Make sure he's a good provider. Make sure he's a good protector. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to go out here and screw these thugs because you missing, you lacking something in your life, that security in your life. So you feel good for those few minutes having somebody to pound you out. I know. You like that, having somebody that grab you and rough you up because you lack having security in your life growing up. And that made you feel some type of way for that moment. But I'm telling you all, you know, even thugs need love too. But that's just not healthy for your kids nor you to have to go through all this bullshit, be out here running the streets, chasing behind a nigga that ain't really got his ass on you or trying to do nothing to help, you know, build you up. Is really just tearing you down. So I want to encourage you mothers to love on your children. You know what I'm saying? And you fathers. Be greater examples than you have been for your children, man. Like, children need mothers and fathers. And fathers, you play a very important role. And it's because that role has been lacking is why you see an influx and such an increase in these young children, these youth, man. They out here stealing cars. They out here killing 12, 13, 14. Just read something about a 13-year-old that was stealing cars. I mean, they say he had went on a string. He had stolen a string of cars ever since he probably started when he was like 11. Probably started when he was 10, because he didn't get that good overnight before they killed him. He got killed because he tried to steal a car from a fucking federal agent in front of a federal agent building. Agent gunned him down. Now, I hate to hear that. It was a 13-year-old because I'm not faulting that 13-year-old, because I know it was something he was lacking mentally. It was something he was lacking physically. He didn't have his parents, obviously. Somebody wasn't teaching this child right from wrong, and somebody wasn't showing this child love and protecting this child and helping this child to understand what's right and what's wrong. Like, it's obvious that somebody got in his head, and it was probably some useless ass nigga, grown ass man, encouraging this little ass child to go out here and steal this car so he could bring it back to him. He give him $500 and go out here and make $50,000 off of it. But $500 sound like a lot of money to a 13-year-old. You know, it sound like shit. I'm rich. Anyway, I love you all. I hope that you all stay up. I'm a determined black man, John Jay. Until the next time, I'm out.